Aftermath now taking the field here to play Tampa Bay Damage. Close game for Aftermath in overtime in a low-scoring affair with Arsenal taking the win. And got a chance to talk to Cody Mikowski, and I'm like, what have you been doing? Have you been training every day? He's like, yeah, I built a dojo in my warehouse. And I'm like, it looks like it, man. He's like, yeah, I got to take a note from PB Fit and train harder. It's showing. Tripling up the back center. Looks like Aftermath going to be dropping a body early. They do get a kill, though, on Edwards. He's going to take the walk.
And Boucher, they kill 2 off the break. So 4-on-3 advantage Aftermath. They killed Jacob Edwards going up the middle there.
Yeah, quickly into Snake 2 for Aftermath. 1 body advantage. Kicking off point number 1. Keith Brown going to get in the Snake. Here for Tampa Bay.
Cody Woodruff playing that South Electronics can. He's got Velasquez in front of him. And then Steven Mazurek and Brandon Trujillo with their guns D-way. Keith Brown into the Snake Rito. Velasquez in that matched up position on the other side of the field. He's got Mazurek in the back center, keeping him in check. Just shooting that outside cut to make sure Keith Brown doesn't have free reign over here.
Yeah, Keith Brown, Snake 3, looking cross field. Playing a little bit of offense in a low body moment for him. Just need to win a gunfight, try to even it up. Trujillo's been pretty good over here as far as when to get out and when not. He's not just posted up at the Aztec, hiding in there, spending the entire point there. He's been looking to get out and get up a little bit.
Yeah, and the key there was that they killed Jacob Edwards off the break, so there's no middle presence for Tampa Bay Damage. So really nice job recognizing that the center player had come off and coming off the job. Keith Brown pointing like he shot Cody Woodruff. He did not.
Yeah, Cody clean as Brandon moves up into D2.
Marcelo Margot, elite communication there, says 200 is going to go, then head checks and sees that Brandon Trujillo indeed had moved forward. Lets Keith know where the player in front of him is shooting. Still 4-on-3 advantage Aftermath. Mazurek communicating with Trujillo. Trujillo doing an inside-out move into that next Dorito.
Yeah, makes it clean as well, too. Now he's going to have a little bit better angle. They're really starting to put the pinch on these 3 bodies, or the 2 internal bodies. And he could run down Keith, and Keith just decides to get up into the wedge.
So difficult for Chris Shear to survive in that bunker with all the pressure he's getting, but Chris Shear's so good at getting small in his spot. Meanwhile, Trujillo in the Dorito 3.
Yeah, Cody's also now on that mini wall, looking over here to try to give overwatch for Brandon. If Keith gets froggy and wants to run him down.
Trujillo throws the pod, trying to bait Keith Brown forward. There's an empty pod. Light touch on that bunker. It does not entice Keith Brown forward.
Yeah, Keith didn't even flinch on that one.
Yeah, and you don't want to trade down bodies. If you're going to run a guy down right in front of you, you got to feel really confident about his position. Ooh, snaps out.
You need to feel really confident about staying alive.
Yeah.
See that crossfield angle Cody Woodruff has on that zone. He was the only body with overwatch on Brandon. Julian's peeking that way now, but Julian at Snake 3 for Aftermath has really been focusing more on playing the wire and wrapping around.
Yeah, can't rely upon him to protect Trujillo here. Cody Woodruff, though, is able to do that. Oh, it looked like Trujillo might have snuck one in on Chris Shear. Shear, I think, ducked it.
And then is that Carter in the back center?
No, it's Steven Mazurek.
Mazurek. Oh, Mazurek getting a spin. All right. Oh, he just wanted Cody to switch. So Cody switches, and they get the kill, and then Cody's going to dip into the Snake. So big advantage right now for Aftermath. Oh, but then Keith Brown wins the gunfight here against Brandon Trujillo's 3-on-2 situation.
Yeah, really nice job by Mazurek and Cody Woodruff to switch the gun and kill Chris Shear, but Trujillo then getting shot. Keith Brown and Marcel calling for the check, but Velasquez is clean.
Yeah, Julian living on the edge, able to get across onto Damage's side. Keith Brown going back and forth, shooting at the back center, shooting at Julian. Has to worry about Cody as well, too, who's now moved up into the Snake 3 spot.
Woodruff staying close behind Velasquez. Velasquez down low, trying to make sure he has eyes in field if Keith Brown takes off. Steven Mazurek making sure Marcelo doesn't have free reign.
Yeah, we talk a lot about being hard to kill, especially when you're training up divisional paintball players. And if you look up hard to kill in the dictionary, you're going to find Marcelo Margot and Keith Brown. So some work to do here in a slight high body situation for Aftermath.
Everybody low on paint. Keith Brown is on his last hopper, so he's going to make a move forward. I'm not sure he was detected by Aftermath. Missouri definitely saw him now and called it over to Cody Woodruff and Velasquez.
Yeah, he's blocked out with the center brick from Julian.
Yep.
And also blocked out with the Marcelo Margot dipping out. Back corner bunker to try to get the angle on Julian and not able to do it. He's going to try to send a stream a little too high from that spot. Brick is also extra inflated right now as it's scorching hot out here. And here comes Marcelo Margot as he runs the highway inside to try to get the drop on Julian Vasquez. Did he get him clean? He did not, so it's just going to be Keith Brown left alive. I like that angle in an offensive move in a defensive position, but not able to get the drop in on Julian.
Yeah, good job by Julian protecting himself there. I thought Marcelo had an opportunity to get him clean, but really nice job by Velasquez. It's just Keith Brown in a 1-on-3 now. Don't really want to get into a snap shooting
but
battle.
Keith Brown wins the gunfight battle with Cody and then does get taken out by Julian. So great point by Julian Vasquez over there. Velasquez able to stay alive through that chaos and force Marcelo Margot to try to make a move on him. Stayed alive in that.
Aftermath winning off the break and doing enough on the close. Good job, Mazurek, staying alive. Good job, Velasquez. Now Aftermath with a 1-point lead on Tampa Bay Damage. It looks like they might have shot Jacob Edwards again off the break. I think they bounced him in this humid afternoon. Grayson Gladstone now getting into that center brick.
Yeah, Mike, we're seeing a ton of bounces today, even in the morning.
And that will continue with the humidity being what it is out here in Ohio in the summertime.
It's going to get worse as the weekend progresses. So Tampa Bay Damage also now developing here on the Snake side. They get Edwards out. They got two bodies up there with, I believe, Holiday and Brown.
Yeah, Keith Brown all the way into that Snake Rito early, backed up by Jacob Edwards. And then Chris Shear, Marcelo Margot, and Jason Edwards in the back line for Tampa Bay.
Julian crawling up here into Snake 2. Got Gladstone up at the middle trying to protect and keep Keith Brown honest and keep him from getting across into that 50-yard line wedge. There's the battle going down with, so it's Jake Edwards. Jake Edwards right beside Keith Brown. His brother Jason behind him at the South Electronics can. They do allow Julian Velasquez to crawl up into Snake 3. He's going to calmly load a pod. Not really in a hurry here. 7:50 on the clock.
Marcelo Margot made a move into that center mini brick. Did not shoot his gun, trying to entice Velasquez. He shoots him. Nice job, Marcelo. That's good execution there.
And it's a tough death there for Julian. He had a really good point in the last one, but they're trying to preserve a lead. You know Damage eventually is going to have to attack, and you have a lot of time to burn off this clock. Got to stay alive in that spot.
So now 4 bodies left alive, but they're all in the middle of the field for Aftermath. Jacob Edwards getting into that center brick. Looks like he wants to come get Grayson Gladstone off the field.
Yeah, he's looking for it. He checks up, and then here comes the launch. Doesn't hit the bunker, stays alive, comes around, dices up Grayson. Grayson careful not to pull the trigger. A little bit of overwatch, though, for Aftermath. Does kill Jake.
Hey, good job by Trujillo. It's a 4-on-2 now, though, for Damage. Their advantage. Jacob Edwards, nice job getting Grayson off the field there. Marcelo surveying the situation over the top of that mini brick. Chris Shear asking for intel as well. Keith Brown playing comfortably in that Snake Rito.
Marcelo's looking for it right now. He's popping the top. He's here on your screen. He wants to make a move, just making sure that the coast is clear. Yeah, and now he's going to launch. Does look at that angle just to make sure. You have to almost triple check to make sure that you got the count and the spots right. Not only the spots, but where are they looking? Marcelo yelling back to Shear. Shear posted up, just hanging out at that Aztec and staying alive.
Yeah.
See those 3 bodies here on your screen for Aftermath with our eye in the sky.
Marcelo switched Chris Shear's gun there. He was playing like he was worried there might still be a snake, but makes his way into the brick and then might have killed Trujillo, so just 2 left alive. It's Mazurek and Woodruff. Mazurek gets shot on the fill, I believe. No, he gets bounced.
Yeah, pretty solid close here so far for Tampa Bay.
Chris Shear just sauntering up into that 50 wedge. Doesn't even know Woodruff's alive.
Chris Shear waving everybody off. The count was off. and then just hip shoots Cody Woodruff in the back. Pretty accurate hip shoot or hip shot there from Chris Shear. Here's going to be the look at it as Chris Shear is waving everybody off. No, we're good. We killed everyone. No, we didn't. Wait a second. And then just right in the back, bam. Chris Shear, again, accurate. Doesn't matter where he's holding that gun platform as far as points played. So you really have to focus on those moves and get those comms up so you know who's looking which way. Jumping into this next point here with a tie game with 5.5 minutes left to go here. Aftermath on the blue side, Damage on the red side. Damage gets Keith Brown. Again, he's been relentless over here on the Snake side and taking ground. Cody Woodruff's going to launch to get to the mini wall.
Velasquez is in the Snake for Aftermath as well.
Yeah, quickly into Snake 2, but Keith Brown quickly into Snake 3.
Actually, it's someone other than Velasquez in the Snake for Aftermath.
It might be Greeny again.
Oh, right, Greeny. Yep, you're right, Maddie. 5-on-5, both teams in the Snake in a tie game with 5 minutes left to go. All these low-scoring battles out here. These points are so critical with under 5 minutes to go now. Keith Brown playing comfortably in that Snake Rito. Up high, wrapping the inside, trying to rip a bounce shot.
Damage looks very comfortable in their positions. So does Aftermath, though.
Yeah, both teams with a center mini brick position. It's Grayson for Aftermath.
Yeah, still a little bit of work to do to put bodies in position, as only one body on the Snake side for both squads. A little bit better for Tampa Bay. Keep Brown in that Snake 3. Aftermath choosing to put more bodies up the middle.
Yeah, Greeny looks like he wants to take that bite into the Snake Rito. Keith Brown on the wrap. No one to shoot at. Cody Woodruff holding the zone. Now Greeny gets into that Snake Rito.
And they get the kill on Jason Edwards. So big kill here with 3:56. Door slightly opens for Aftermath. They can capitalize on this 5-on-4.
That was Greeny who put that shot in on Jason Edwards. Nicely done.
So Greeny in limited spins looking really good. Making the trip over the pond here from England. He's playing with the Lucky 15s.
Well, Marcelo Margot speaking in complete sentences out here. Keith, make sure to watch the middle. Keith gets the message.
I mean, Keith's on the middle, but with the body language for Aftermath with both Grayson and Woodruff, they're totally focused on just shooting lanes right now. They don't look like they want to move.
Keith now on the wrap. Grayson switching. Ooh, might have shot Keith Brown if he did. Oh, wow, great job. Cody Woodruff says, Keith Brown has me. Grayson switches, hits him.
But Jake Edwards gets into Snake 3 with the death of Keith Brown to give him an option over here. Comes Brandon Trujillo. Body coming off with Cody Woodruff taking the walk after getting the kill on Keith. Yeah, interesting here. 4-on-3 now. Was a 5-on-3 before the death of Woodruff.
Yeah, Cody Woodruff having good moments, but then also these inopportune deaths. That's been his Achilles heel this year so far.
Chris Shear, though, gets out wide, back corner bunker that goes right into D1, thinking about going to D2, stops at D1.
That was Jacob Edwards just killed Greeny from Snake Rito to Snake Rito, so 3-on-3 now.
A huge crossfield kill right now for Jacob Edwards. Evens up the body count, and with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, got to give an advantage here to Tampa Bay as they have the field spread, presence in the Snake. No one in the Snake with the death of both Greeny and Woodruff. It's in middle, back center, and D2 here for Aftermath. So definitely advantage damage.
Yeah, unless Aftermath can find a way to win this 3-on-3 here, which is not outside the realm of possibility, but definitely would want this one back, having a 5-on-3 and then losing 2 gunfights.
Marcelo Margot going to get into the mix and go up to the brick or the door.
Battling with Brandon Trujillo in the Dorito 2 for Aftermath. Jacob Edwards filling into that Snake spot after the death of Keith Brown.
Now down to 127 here on the clock, 3-on-3.
Oof, Marcelo and Trujillo.
It's going to come down to somebody a bounce shot, bounce, I think, off Jacob Edwards.
Which will happen. The bounce shot always going to come in there at a lower velocity than a direct.
Well, it definitely bounced because I watched the whole ball hit his head and then bounce about 10 feet up into the air. Jake checked himself. He's good to go. Down under a minute.
Everyone knows the situation. The scoreboard announced 60 seconds left. Grayson just trying to keep Chris Shear honest. Chris Shear doing a little tactical retreat.
Zurich dips out from the back center and gets in. Get a little bit of help for Brandon Trujillo.
Yeah, everyone went to sleep on Jacob Edwards, though.
Oh, but Jacob Edwards, they did go to sleep. Edwards frustrated on the trade. 2-on-2 now with 30 seconds left to go. Probably going to see an overtime point. Yeah, unless Marcelo Margot can clock in and get a kill here on Mazurek. Mazurek flooding up the field. I don't think he knows where Marcelo is, though. He does now. Chris Shear might be able to get the crossfield kill. Marcelo does eat up Mazurek. And then Grayson gets shot by Chris Shear. Do they have enough time? They definitely do. Don't even need to sprint in. Going to jog in. Gotta get there, though. 5, 4. Yeah, definitely going to have enough time to steal the win here with just 3 seconds left to go. Tampa Bay Damage undaunted.
Man, Aftermath 5-on-3 situation, 5 minutes to go. Lose a couple gunfights. They end up in a 2-on-2 there. Mazurek just too casual coming forward. Here's Jacob Edwards, gets the drop on Trujillo, tries to scurry back into the bunker, just gets shot. And then Marcelo just winning a gunfight. Steven Mazurek, after that snap right there, you got to roll off and protect yourself, if you ask me.
Yeah, he didn't. I feel like he knew exactly where he was. He was trying to win that game. He wanted Marcelo to get in a gunfight with him.